Everyone to another Throwback Thursday, and it was Warcon Ghent 2019, which was a wargame convention and really good fun, which took place. Me and Nemesis jumped in the car to make a visit to the wargame show, our first road trip in years. Held in the village of Middelbeek, the size and the venue are those of a fun kind, not the immense like Crisis used to be or Salute, giving you a good chance for a chat and a look at the games. There was a dozen traders present, where we found some good deals, see below, and about 2 dozen demonstration and participation games. Entry was a modest €7, and as you can see in the video, somewhere on my channel age ago of my loot, I also bought 2 of the Gamer Guild's dice to support the cause. Gamer Guild being one of the organizers of the Wargame fair there. To give an example of the chatting, I was only 50 minutes there when I was talking to someone I've never seen before about 6mm and 40k gaming, and how I am blessed with a girlfriend with an interest in the hobby, because that's unlimited potential and such a blessing. Love you, darling. The Bring and Buy had some fun things, while not too large, like this 16 plus hentai card game, and of course I can't pass up on something like that. But let's have a look at all the games. Adeptus Titanicus is a game that interested me both in Nemesis, and it was on display. Now, truth to be told, in the end we didn't start it, but we were still contemplating buying the actual game, or at least the tightness up to the reverse in size for a future war commander. But then yeah, Corona, and it all died a silent death. A lot of games had World War II as a theme, so inserted amongst all the pictures here you will see various battles, mostly in scale 28mm, and skirmish games like Bolt Action. Those were the days they really started to become popular. A lot of back then was either Flames of War was still the most prevalent, but then Bolt Action started coming up. A 35mm Batman game used MDF buildings and the noble models. There was a game for Death in the Dark Continent, a Gaslands demo by the Puppeteers. Then there was also a sports game based on Asterix and Obelix, with Obelix clearing the pitch. Song of Ice and Fire was also a game that back then was just coming out. Lovely models. There was a Goblin Olympics game in full swing, and a mighty impressive Star Wars Legion game. Just look at the size of that shuttle. Bah hell. Mantic's Kings of War game system was also on display in a big battle with a castle to be besieged, and there was also a large variety of board games being presented. So that's always fun. People sitting around board game tables, contemplating even classics like Memoir 44, but also fun games like Plucky Penguins. Napoleonics was well represented as well. It's a mainstay convention display game after all. And I saw quite a few games of them being played on a variety of tables. There was Berserkir's Norse mythology fantasy game. Awesome models on that one, look at those giants. A 15mm Wild West game with a pretty cool looking steam train. Then there was and this was quite fun, a travel edition for Flames of War. So, and there was a game for the younger players was presented as well to introduce them to the lovely hobby of ours called Panzer Kids. There was a Battle of the American War of Independence, a Bushido game, and of course Frostgrave, which was like the most popular fantasy game non-Games Workshop around that time. Well, still is a great game, but others have taken its place as most popular non-GW game, I'm afraid. There was a fantastical arena battle game, and our club had also a Star Wars Legion game with them. Ancient naval battles were present, as were the French-Indian Wars, featuring a really gorgeous fortress. So I quite like the level of the games, everything was painted and all, but like something I observed often at games, even if you hover around the table, it is a rare moment when someone actually steps up and speaks to you, asks if you're interested for a game, for example, in the case of participation games. While often in demonstration games, people are too caught up in their games to notice. It's a pity, but something you actually get used to if you are in the decade for quite a while. So, great little war game show, and well, sadly Corona came to be, and don't think it's still organized, but yeah, it was a great first visit for me to Warcon, and Wargame conventions, always great fun. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Bye bye.